Sorry, I forgot to actually turn on the mic in my Streamlabs. We are okay. Now we are live. So hey everyone, welcome back to episode frickin' 21 of Song of the Wilds. How the heck did we get this far? Anyway, like always, I am Evan, your humble and merciful DM. A little. Josh Dahuman is now hosting us. Thank you very much, Josh, right there in the center. Now before we get started with the rest of the announcements, a little bit of not so much sad news, but it is sad to us. Unfortunately, our dear friend Class Act will not be joining us for this session. He plays Yip, our bird monk. Unfortunately, he's attending a wedding today, so it is still a very happy occasion for him, and we're not gonna hold anything against him for this. We definitely love her very much. Sorry. But yeah, so unfortunately, Lauren will not be attending this session, but hopefully they will be here next week. But don't worry, the character Yip is under good hands. I will be handling them especially. Watcher Lack, thank you so much for the hosting. Josh Dahuman, hello. Oh wait,
hello,
you're right here.
We have Fawnberry watching us.
She's
our other audience member. She's delightful.
Hi, Fawnberry. We love you. Now that being said,
I was saying hello to Fawnberry. That's who I was saying hello to.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, fellow children.
Whoa.
Hello.
Look, I made a fancy dinner called teriyaki steak and rice.
Ooh.
That sounds delicious.
It is
I'm
delicious.
so proud.
Whipthorn is here. Hey.
Oh, Whip.
All right. Oh, wow. We jumped from 2 viewers to 5. Double digits. Double digits.
Before we start, me and Izzy have some business to attend to.
Oh, yes.
Where we were having a raffle for our 20th episode, and we were going to tell you all the winner at this one. So, Izzy, since you have the app, would you please do the honors?
Yes. So, okay, everybody blow on the hypothetical dice, but it's not really dice, it's a spinning wheel. Okay, you've just given everybody good luck. Good job, guys. So let's spin the wheel.
Who is the winner?
Oh my god.
The winner!
It's our special guest that's sitting right here. We have Josh Dahuman.
I demand a re-roll. No, I'm kidding.
We will have more in the future. We just gotta get some milestones first, but that was our first milestone. So here, let me send this, Carly. I can just send you a screenshot if you want to post it on the story to announce the winner. But
Fabulous.
Josh,
I appreciate that.
I'll message you because you get to pick one of your favorite characters to be a keychain. So I will.
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
These are my
I mean, I'm
favorites.
not gonna lie to you. He's probably the scariest one we've had so far.
I just like the idea of this big buff shifter Viking dude just flipping double birds going, "Fuck you, Nord!" To me, that
I
was...
just think it's funny how I think that was the first time I ever heard you actually use a very loud, aggressive voice. So I was like, oh god.
Yeah, no, I can do that. I'm a very chill, laid back person. But yeah, no, when I need to, I can be that way. My friend.
I was like, oh.
It's normally only when I'm really pissed off, which is hardly ever. Yay!
Yes, congratulations to Josh Dahuman for winning our episode 20 milestone raffle.
Mm-hmm. Which included a Mariah Reynolds inspired orb magnet, your favorite character keychain, Song of the Wild sticker, and an orb button. And if anybody else was hoping to win the giveaway, all the all the prizes will be available on my Etsy shop. Etsy.com/shop/IzzyVids Creations.
That's right, people. We here at Song of the Wilds have microtransactions.
Yes.
Yeah.
You must pay
Yes.
$25 to unlock the rest of the campaign for us.
Psych.
All right. Well, again, congratulations to Josh the Human for winning our raffle. Are there any other announcements that need to be made?
I made a really stupid TikTok where I played.
It is not stupid.
I think it was cute.
I am all for a Cuphead Bendy and the Ink Machine mashup. There needs to be more of those.
I mean, I cosplay as Alice Angel, so I'm a little biased. But I enjoyed it.
I've got 2 announcements. One, I did get my first sponsor. Player One Coffee is my sponsor, so I'm very excited about that. And 2, coming out on my merch store on September 16th, there will be Bubba phone cases for both iPhone and Samsung.
And Josh, what is September the 16th? That's a special date.
September 16th is my birthday. So Wednesday is my birthday.
How old are you going to be?
How many
getting
fingers?
30 fingers. So 1, 2, 3. I will be 30, so I'll be getting into the next decade, and the way to celebrate that is I'll be coming out with my Bubba emoji phone cases, so you'll be able to get it for iPhone and Samsung, so Android and iPhone. And I will actually be marking down the price of my products into my merch store so that everyone can get them for cheaper as well on that day. So I'll be premiering my phone cases, and my merch store will be having a sale. So anyone that wants to go to my merch store, if you go to Josh DeHuman on either TikTok or Instagram, you'll be able to see my link tree there, and you can go get the link tree for my merch store, as well as get the link to get 5% off of anything at playeronecoffee.com. And that coupon there is indefinite. You can always use that coupon.
Oh,
on
wow.
every order.
Ooh.
See, those are the coupons
As far as I could, I know most of them do. I believe from what I've read is that it's indefinite. If not, I do have a second coupon I can send you that gives you 10% off as well.
Very nice.
So if my 5% one doesn't work, but the 10% one doesn't give me anything. I just if it doesn't work the second time, I just want for my friends and such, I will give you 10% one that I also know. So. Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got.
Anyone else?
I have one.
Wait, hold on. Before you do, quick question. Where is our best boy white dragon?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
He's out running for a bit. He's gonna come back, I think, really soon.
Okay.
He being the good boyfriend and getting the girlfriend a drink.
Aww. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is for. I will allow it. All right. Yes, Carly, you had announcements.
I'm getting my permit tomorrow, so I'll finally be able to drive.
Yay.
Well, aren't the DMVs closed on Monday? I'm confused.
Oh, different DMVs have different operating hours.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Okay.
Like mine's
'Cause I know-
closed on Tuesdays, which makes no sense.
Because I know the ones that at least the one in Woodstock for me is closed on Monday. But
I
I
had
don't know.
the when I got
the one that we're going to opens at 8 a.m. on Monday.
when I got my license, I had the most disinterested guy who was taking my score. It was really funny, honestly. He was just like, okay, do this. Okay, I do this.
Was it like that guy from Schitt's Creek when David was trying to get his
Oh, I don't know. I've only seen the first episode of Schitt's Creek.
No, literally, that's exactly what David's driving, he's nervous, and the guy's like, yeah, okay, turn here, and he's on his phone, he's like, yeah, just turn up here.
Jeez.
Yeah, it will be minus points if you do whatever you're saying, just turn up here.
I mean, I
I'm like-
passed, so it's like, I guess, but...
Harley and I will soon be able to drive. Soon. Woohoo!
Oh,
I
precious
wish I had
babies.
a car.
I will be a mobile woman. Watch out, world. Carly's mobile.
Carly
Watch
will,
Shall be mobile?
Carly will soon discover the wheel.
The wheel in the sky is
I feel like every one of our generation is required when we get a new car or a license. We have to say, watch out, Oprah.
Oh God.
Turbo.
Well, if any car company wants to sponsor me and give me a car, that would be great. Because I have a license, but I rarely use it because I don't have a car.
Dude, if frickin' Tesla sponsored our Dungeons and Dragons campaign,
You know what?
watch the
I
Tesla
wouldn't put it
video.
behind Elon Musk. Honestly,
he
I really
would.
wouldn't.
Hey,
That dude
Hey,
just
you
lives in
ever
a...
watched this?
Elon Musk, sponsor Song of the Wilds.
Yeah,
We're
I'll
calling
watch
you
the
out
video.
here.
Just send it to me. I'll
Everybody
watch the car for
flood
everyone.
Elon Musk is Twitter and just say, hey, sponsor this D&D campaign.
Hey,
then I'll
peop-
come
hey,
and-
guys, people watching the stream right now on Twitch, like, if you have Twitters,
You'd be so confused and it'd be awesome.
I dare you to go on Twitter.
SOTF. SOTW. Hashtag SOTW. Hashtag get polo laden.
Yeah,
Yes.
confuse the hell out of him. And Elon Musk, I would like to point out, don't cheap out on the car. I don't want the little car. I want the 10 Model X. I want the Model X car.
I want the Model X, and I want to pimp it out, and I want that to be the con mobile.
Give me the Tesla
Yeah.
truck. Give me the Tesla
wait.
truck.
I want the Tesla truck. I think that looks awesome.
Disclaimer, we're aware that Elon Musk no longer works for Tesla. But
Wait, when did that happen?
years ago.
A
Yeah,
while
actually,
ago.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you still have enough money to give us a car?
Yeah, exactly. He can still sponsor us independently, honestly. But
Yeah, very true. Okay, we got to get started here. We're behind. How
Get here.
did we get here? Are there any other little last minute announcements?
I love you all.
We love you all. Love wins.
Make sure
I was
Bubbles not
wearing
behind
the
me.
sweatshirt
That's a world
earlier.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go rapid fire here. Love wins, Black Lives Matter, and Free Hong Kong. Okay, now we're ready to start.
I was wearing the shirt.
Seahawks won and the Bears won, so yeah.
Woo! The Cubs won.
Oh.
Yay, sports ball.
Yay,
Bears.
sports!
Oh, the Cubs, did the Cubs win?
Yay,
The Cubs win? Nice.
kick
I don't know, my
kick
mom's-
the ball, do the thing, win the points or whatever. Okay.
And on to D&D.
Get it.
The
Okay.
priorities.
Okay, now I am using different tech to play our music. It should be a bit more stable because back then I used to just have my phone play it and it was connected to a Bluetooth speaker. This time I'm actually using my laptop connected to a Bluetooth, so the interruptions should be a lot less frequent. So hopefully this works. Where we last left off our intrepid explorers of hunter warriors that are known as D.
Yay.
I'm having trouble remembering what happened because it was more than a session ago. I can only really remember the prequel one shot we did.
There was a guy who came to our table, right? We were...
Yeah, but what happened before then?
Mistral and Eros got really drunk and ended up like sleeping on top of
Right.
each other, which was really funny.
Except Davina was not happy about it.
No, she wasn't.
Alright, and then
Oh,
They gave
now I
me
remember, now I remember. They successfully rescued Anne-Marie from Green Eye and his associates. Wow. That was like a big thing. How could I forget that? I'm sorry.
You're cute.
But then the session after that, we decided to take a back seat to Group D and focus on Group Alpha, one of the very first more profound hunter warriors of the Greyblades, with a very, very young, hot Joe. We will return to their story. We will return to the story after a couple of these normal sessions, but where we last left off, Yip and his company, the company known as Group D, they returned back to their tavern at the meeting hall of the Greyblade headquarters. But it was there that a new figure entered the hall. A mysterious figure wrapped in a cloak and who had wings.
Playing loud music.
Playing loud music, yes, I'm sorry, I'll turn this down. However, we then later suddenly learned that this person somehow is Yip's student from long ago. That's where we leave off here.
It's Bruce Lee.
It's Bruce Lee!
Smart joke.
His real name is Spruce Gee.
Spruce Lee. Hello, I am Spruce Lee.
Type of alcohol. I'm gonna go get myself a Spruski.
Get myself a Spruce.
I'll at the tavern.
He's from the rare breed of like Dutch Arakakwa.
What birds are in Dutchland?
Oh, I have no freaking idea.
Dutchland.
Dutchland birds.
The Russian drunken master. Oh, nice. And hey, Graveyard 18, glad you can join.
Graveyard!
They have chicken.
You all see this one boy who, at first glance, looks to be. You see this young Arakakwa who, at first glance, seems to be of a peregrine falcon variety. He looks up wide-eyed at Master Ip and he just goes, "I've been looking everywhere for you. I need to tell you. And he falls down to the floor. Before anyone has a chance to react, Yip suddenly bursts through the rest of the party, and he knelts down at the young Arakakwa, just kind of like feeling his head, holding his wrist for a moment. He will be fine. I will have him in my room for the time being. I will tend to him. He then very gracefully picks up the boy. Let me do an athletics check, or strength check.
My boy.
My boy. Oh god, what if we did a D&D session in the theme of like the CDI games?
CDI.
I've abandoned my boy.
I wonder what Ganon is up to.
Just make characters that look like they're from those worlds. Oh.
Yeah. Evan, can you say, "Here is the map. Where do you wish to go?"
This is illegal, you know. My cakes will burn.
Can I make one that doesn't match at all from There Will Be Blood?
What?
What does There Will Be Blood have to do with the Zelda
I've
CDI
abandoned my
game?
child! I've abandoned my child!
I've abandoned my boy.
I thought you were doing like a parody of the father at the end of the Goblet of Fire.
No, that's not true. He gets slapped around by the Riddler. That's true. The guy who pin slaps him in the church is playing the Riddler in the next Batman movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome. Love
Okay,
it.
we gotta get back on track. I had a whole discussion with you guys
So
about these
sorry.
casual chats. So Yip, rolling a strength check, is able to successfully lift up the body, bridal style, as he just kind of like falls limp. He is breathing very lightly, though. It just looks like this guy is just passed out. Yip then retreats down a hallway, grabbing a mug of ice water with him, and then he vanishes around the corner. You are now all left by yourselves in the middle of the tavern, having witnessed all this. What do you do?
That's a very good question.
Well,
That was strange.
it was very strange.
What time is it?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's
What time
morning.
is it?
It's
That's what I
breakfast time.
It's right now, like, anywhere between 8:30 and 9.
Okay. And we already ate.
Is
Right?
Arya's still curled up in Davina's wing.
Yeah.
So I remember she like put her wings around him. I just needed that for reasons.
I was just kind of like looking around.
Just
And he's
slowly
like-
wrap your ring around Arya's. Oh yeah, they're real.
Moving right along. I really don't know what to do. I guess I could go check on Anne Marie.
You certainly can.
I agree with that 100%.
I go to check on Anne Marie.
Okay. The other. Do all of you follow him?
I think they should
Nah.
have some alone time.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep the hashtag get polo laid going.
Okay,
so
hashtag
we're
get
gonna-
polo laid.
At Elon Musk.
At Elon Musk. How did we get here? What happened? We used to be so classy.
We're still
That's what happens when
classy.
you're 20 episodes into your campaign. You
This-
develop a madness.
This plot was originally supposed to be actually kind of grimdark, and now look where we are. I had plans.
You're giving me a pink head.
You
And that's
literally
the white hair
asked
in.
for this when you invited us into your campaign.
This is why none of you are going to be in my next one.
Aw.
How rude.
Y'all can come over to mine every supernatural
I
feed.
can have your girlfriend.
So,
Josh, I'm
anywho.
sorry, what did you say? Okay, never mind. Sorry.
So, Polo. Roll me a history check.
History check. All right, hang on. Oh man. Sorry, I didn't realize I closed my character sheet.
You're
My
fine.
bad.
How dare you close it?
All right.
As I'm currently opening up mine.
Yeah. That's an 11.
All you remember is the hallway of Anne Marie's room, but you don't remember which room is hers.
That way. To your
Is
left.
there anyone I can ask for directions?
Nope, the hallway is empty.
Door to door. Anne Marie. Anne Marie.
Anne Marie. Anne Marie. All right. Trying to think if there's anything clever I can do here.
This is a filler episode. We're allowed to screw around.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I refuse to move the plot forward unless we're all here. I don't.
Right.
I hate it when people miss stuff.
Can
You're a nicer DM than me.
I'm trying to look if there's anything. No, all my attacks are like.
Your attacks? What are you fighting?
I know. I'm
You-
trying.
I mean,
I'm
you
trying to
could
be clever
literally
here.
just walk down the hall yelling her name and see if somebody like comes out and points her room to you.
She might
Just
be.
start slamming on
All right,
doors.
all right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna knock on the first door to my right.
Give me a. Not anything with modifiers, but I think this would be fun. Give me a door check.
A door check. All right. That is an 18. Wait, hang on.
No modifiers, just a straight roll.
16. Sorry.
16. The door opens and wow, 16 actually. That actually was much better than I thought
You
it would be.
open all the doors to the hallway at once.
Wait, don't you have like a pendant that has thaumaturgy in it?
Do I?
You can open doors with thaumaturgy if you wanted to open all the doors.
I should have brought Oreo.
Church
But
himself.
be his girl.
Anyway, you rolled a 16. What opens up is actually you find the room of that blue tabaxi attendant, the one who's like the second after Anne Marie. He's in just his casual clothes, and it looks like he just has a little bowl of oatmeal with him, and he's like, "Oh, Master Palostris, something wrong?"
It's a bit embarrassing. First of all, I've forgotten your name. Sorry about that.
Andalin.
Andalin. Yes, thank you. I have forgotten the room of Miss Anne-Marie.
Oh, she's next door.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Other way.
Oh. You really confused me there for a minute. I was like, what?
The door's above you. Huh?
We halflings like to live in high spaces. Yeah,
Oh yeah, did you know this? The entire headquarters was architected by MC Escher.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to take the lower. It's Hogwarts basically.
Why am I all of a sudden so tempted to start singing Labyrinth?
Dance, magic, dance. All right, so I guess I go to the correct door and knock on it.
Okay. There's silence at first. And then the door very gently creaks open. And you see a very nervous-looking Anne-Marie just kind of look over through the entrance, and then she just kind of looks at you a little wide-eyed. She doesn't say anything, but she's just looking at you.
All right, well, my first thing I would say would be, Anne-Marie, are you all right?
Was it you who brought me back?
Me and the rest of the troop, but yes.
You and the rest of the what?
Troop.
Okay, I thought you said trook, like with a K, and I didn't know what that was for a moment. She then gets a very stern look at you. I would like you to roll me a charisma check.
I want everybody to watch Carly's face while this is happening. What am I rolling again? Sorry?
Straight charisma.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's a 6. That hashtag ain't happening tonight.
She then opens the door, and she's kind of wearing her uniform, though it looks like it was just kind of like the buttons are uneven. It looks like she had like shaky hands when she tried to put on her uniform. It looks like she's still kind of processing what happened to her. However, she flings open the door, she rushes over to you, and she just hugs you and buries her face right in your chest.
Lovely.
If you do not swoon her, sir, I am going to be so disappointed.
I mean, I got a 6. I don't know what to tell you. So
if you rolled anything above a 15, I would have just had her like pull you right into the room, and we were gonna fade to black right there.
Nice. All right, but I say, but honestly, are you all right?
She doesn't respond, but you do kind of feel her head go up and down against your chest. And you can kind of hear her crying, but that's also, like, very muffled.
Alright, have you eaten anything?
Without really making any movement of her head, she just kind of points her arm back into her room, and you see what looks like a bowl of very hot beef stew. A very strange breakfast choice, but you know, people do weird things when they have trauma.
She's a little low on protein, so I get it. God, I really don't know what to do right now.
She, however, grips you tighter, and she just says, just don't move, all right?
All right.
And she just continues hugging you for what feels like 5 straight minutes.
Okay. I let this happen. You're not giving me a lot to yes and here, Evan.
Dude, I am not role-playing this with you, okay? Dude.
No, I know that. But
It's fine.
I feel like the scene is over, honestly.
Yeah, don't worry. Get Polo laid will happen.
Yeah.
We are now going.
Polo laid.
We're now going to move the camera away from Polo and Anne-Marie back to the rest of the party. While you do know where they are, you are now down 2 members. And you all are still kind of hanging out in the tavern area of headquarters. What are you all doing?
I'm just eating my breakfast and vibing. And I'm assuming that Arios just has not moved. Yeah.
Eden, Atarax, Mistral, what are you guys doing?
I'm amazed at everyone running around. I'm watching Yip run off, and I'm like, oh my, and then I'm watching like Pull run off, and I'm like, oh my, and then I'm like just watching everything else. I'm like,
Oh my.
just busy. Like it's very busy already.
What's this? What's this? There's people everywhere. What's this?
I'm sorry. I was laughing at Izzy's awkward, like putting her bowl away. It's just.
I was in the middle of chewing.
Oh no. Okay, Evan.
Are you okay?
Ooh.
Don't die on us, please.
Corn kernel skin right in the back of my throat. Oh,
Popcorn might not be the best choice to DM with.
screw you!
Good snack though.
Well,
Yeah, you can say that to Evan. Popcorn's like his life.
Me.
Great. That's why
I
me
didn't
and
say
Evan
cut it out of his life. I'm just saying. If you like last couple questions, there's
Oh,
been
that cheesy
popcorn
popcorn.
incident.
oh, we
that
lost
occurred.
Polo. Everyone F in the chat.
Evan,
Evan,
give me dog, give me an attention, baby.
this girl sing it.
I don't even know why that song popped into my head.
Try not to laugh compilations on YouTube.
Maybe.
Wow. Yeah, F in the chat for me. Holy crap! I don't know what happened there.
Oh, okay.
My Discord just stopped and then it came back. I don't know what that was about.
That is odd.
Discord hates you.
I didn't even have to come back into the call. It just the app reopened and brought me back in. So.
All right.
Weird.
No problem. At this time, though, let's see. I would like Eden. I would like you to roll a perception check.
Speaking of dice.
Who needs to roll?
You do.
Eden,
You.
Eden, I choose you.
Okay.
Hit him with a fireball.
Okay.
I can finally use Mistral's dice now that I'm playing her.
You have a +0 perception.
What do minstrels dice look like?
They got a 15.
A fifth.
Damn it.
I don't know how to show it.
Wait, Eden, what was your roll?
One
I'll show him
five.
later.
Okay, Eden. You suddenly feel like a very faint gut wrench of anxiety, and it's coming from the orb.
Oh, boy.
Oh god.
Polo shouldn't get laid.
Polo's gonna get
That girl is
Something.
bad news.
not good. Okay, I'll pull out the orb.
Anne Marie be cray
Like,
cray. You ever seen Future Diary?
Oh no.
Dude, it sucks. Anyway.
I'll pull it out and be like, "What's wrong, little one?"
You see the green vapors inside the orb kind of coalesce into the outline of its owl face. It's just kind of looking around in all directions before it just kind of looks at you and goes, "We're being watched."
Do you know by who?
The orb looks around some more. Okay, that wasn't a bad roll. The orb then slowly just kind of turns its head, and it's looking outside, like through the window into the open plaza of Acheron that the headquarters is at. Which, if you remember, across the street is the church.
Mm-hmm.
Church of Nord.
I follow the gaze. I follow where it's looking.
All right.
Do I see it?
All right. Here's what I want you to do. This is gonna be if this works out, this could actually be pretty intense. And no camping jokes, Carly. I want you to roll 2 d20s, one of them to be a perception check, and the other to be a religion check.
Okay. Okay. So.
Can I assist on the religion check?
Unfortunately, I would have to say no in this case because she hasn't told anyone yet what's going on.
Well, fair enough.
Okay, so the perception is a 5.
Oof.
Yeah, that's bad. Religion's not bad. It's a 12. Could be worse.
All right. While you can't really see because it seems to be while sunny, it's kind of a windy day outside. There's a lot of leaves blowing and it's a massive busy crowd in the plaza. You do get the sense that whatever is watching you is coming from the church, and it's not like human, but something is watching you.
Okay. I let everyone know that the orb is not feeling good about. Like, there's someone watching us, and that the orb's not happy about it.
Okay.
Do you think? And I asked the orb, do you think it's Nord, who called us usurpers so long ago?
The orb just kind of looks over at Davina. The orb looks over at Davina, looks over at Eden, just kind of like double takes between the two. Before it just kind of, from the best you can tell from its body just being green vapors, it just kind of does this.
Judy, I know you're scared, but you have to give us an answer. Is it Nord?
I think.
You think? Okay. Well, no matter what happens, we're going to protect you.
At that moment, I would like you all to roll me another set of perception checks. All of you.
Even
Or just
me?
one.
No, not you, because you're with Anne Marie still right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You're having fun times.
Okay.
My perception's a plus.
Oh
Excuse me.
no, you have your own.
8. Damn.
Use your own.
11.
15.
We
Used to
are
lots
not
of people.
doing so good. Oh, they got a 20!
You got a 20? All right. So the two bards, you notice as you look out the window, you see walking into the headquarters what looks to be just like a group of other hunter warriors of the Greyblades, but something seems a little off about them. Like, you can't quite place it, but the armor that they're wearing and their outfits, it just seems like a mishmash. Like they just put on the first thing that they saw without ever really caring about how they were gonna look.
You said Mistral's the only one that sees that?
Mistral and Arios, because they both rolled above 15.
Okay.
So you say that it's like a mishmash?
Yeah, there's something about what they're wearing, their stride, and like their intense gaze as they just beeline straight for the entrance hall of the Greyblades headquarters. There's something off about them.
So like I kind of like as I notice this, I kind of say, "Hey guys, you know, do you guys? I don't mean to like point fingers, but do you see that group that just walked in? They're like They look really odd, and I just don't know how to describe it.
Ugh, how tacky.
Atarax,
Ew,
have you ever
Huh?
seen anybody wear that type of a uniform, Atarax?
Atarax.
We're
What's up?
talking to you.
Have you ever seen anyone wear that type of a uniform, Atarax?
Oh, good lord, your internet droid.
Can I make a check for that? Like a history or religion check if I've seen it
Yeah,
before?
give me a history check.
Alright.
Whenever it comes to recollecting past information, that's always going to be a history check.
22.
I'm sorry?
22.
Not only do these people seem like they have no idea what they're wearing, but you've also never seen these people before. And you've been a more veteran member of the Greyblades, more so than the rest of your team. So you're pretty confident that you have no idea who these people are. They look. I'm sorry?
I was gonna say, can I cast Detect Good and Evil?
Oh, there you go then.
Does that have like a range or a radius? Like, how does that work?
It's got a 30-foot sphere from me.
Yeah, they're
Centered on
outside and
me.
we're inside.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give that to me.
I could like, because I'll walk down the stairs and like hang out by the front door on the inside.
Okay, so you move away from the dining hall. Everyone else, are you following after him or are you staying put?
I'll follow him. I think that's smart.
Okay, so Atarax. So far, Atarax and Davina are following. What about everyone
Arios
else?
will
You're just
follow.
staying put?
Arios will.
I'm staying put.
Yeah, I think I stay put with Eden because I'm hungry.
Okay, so Mistral and Eden, you're staying put. Davina, Atarax, and Arios, you guys are moving down to the ground floor to see these possible newcomers. And you've casted Detect Good or Evil.
Yes.
Okay.
However, that doesn't like detect their alignment per se. It just detects if they're celestials, fae, fiends, undead, aberrations. So like it detects if they're like not mortal.
Okay, so you could definitely say that whoever they worship is, it feels celestial, but like at a higher level. Like if the higher level of celestial's God, then that's where it is right now. As for their like motives and such, you can't quite tell if they are or if just what these people perceive their own motives to be, but they feel like just.
Okay.
I feel like these may be a rogue paladin of some type. You may want to be careful around them. I don't sense any danger. Not now, at least.
No, you don't sense. It's not danger that you're sensing their motives. However, whoever these people are, they themselves feel their motives to be just.
I think we need to go see Volthric to see if he might have any ideas behind what
feel like that's
might be going on, especially if they're possibly, going around dressed as Greyblades if they're not.
All right.
Yeah. I think that's a really smart idea.
So all of you are going to. Oh, we lost another one.
In the chat.
F in the
Really?
chat.
Sorry, my internet yeeted itself. I apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so. So all of you are deciding to go to Volthric's office, you say?
Do we want to go get the others first?
You can if you want.
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
I would like.
Arios is beelining
I like-
at Volthric's office.
Why is Atarax in the call now?
I'm so
They're
concerned.
switching computers.
Because the computer that I'm on right now is not like keeping up with you guys. It's breaking off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
Disconnect from hop on the other one.
Okay. All right, no problem. Okay, so how many of you are going to see Volthric, and how many of you are going to try and collect your other teammates?
Straight to Volthrix.
Arios is going to Volthric.
Volthric.
Davina's going to Volthric.
I am staying and watching the front door and making sure they don't walk in and seeing what they're doing.
All right, so Atarax is staying behind. Kira, what are you doing?
I am. Do they tell us though?
I was
Everything
gonna
that's
say
going
Mistral and Eden are still back eating food.
on? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. Eden, you're still up there. You're staying behind, so you don't know what's going on here.
Well, no, because I went and I asked them if they wanted to join. I thought.
You did?
Yeah, I said, do we want to go get the other teammates?
Oh, I didn't hear anyone
I didn't
answer
hear
that.
that.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we can. I'll go with them.
Wait, so Kira, where are you going?
Going with the group to talk to Volthric. I think?
Volthric. Okay, you're Volthric. Okay. And Mistral, what are you doing? You're the last one.
Where am I? Oh, there you were, guys. I thought I was on mute, but I wasn't. Sorry. I also follow with my notebook out taking notes.
Okay, so all of you are a bunch of jerks who only think about yourselves because none of you thought to get Polo.
He is busy with Anne Marie.
Good girl.
Okay, you know what? Just to see what would happen, Polo, give me a charisma check.
Alright.
Get Polo leg. Get Polo
Well, that's in
leg.
the dice, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Guys, blow on the dice.
Get Polo leg. Polo
Oh,
leg.
shoot.
Get Polo leg.
That is a 7.
Oh no!
Nice,
You honestly
Remember-
expected socially awkward boner.
Since it says Anne-Marie so swooned by him already,
This is like true to his
like,
character
crying
though.
into
Like
his
the dice
chest
are
and
rolling.
stuff.
Actually,
But
you know what?
Didn't he like roll it
Hold
out?
on.
Slightly reflecting my real life, I just want to say.
Hold on. You know what? Because I'm thinking about the situation. Kitty! I'm thinking about this situation a little bit more realistically. Polo. Because I feel like this would personally make more sense, but also I think this could lead to hilarity. Re-roll that charisma check, but now you have advantage. Because you're the one she likes and you saved her.
Okay.
So you have an edge here.
Oh, so we know Anne
He
Marie.
doesn't owe me anything for saving her. Alright.
What?
Alright, so wait, so I have advantage on these next 2 rolls? This is my advantage roll.
This is your advantage roll. You're re-rolling your previous charisma check. It doesn't count. So I'm having you
Okay.
re-roll that charisma check with advantage
Okay. Alright,
upon realization that, like, you're the guy she's got the hots for, and you saved her from Green Eye.
Alright.
If anything, I should give you double advantage, but that might be overkill. We gotta make this game fair somehow.
That first one is a 10. And that's an 11. I'm not doing this on purpose, I swear to God! I swear to Nord!
Wait a minute.
Why
but
don't
did-
you
but
just
did
use the
did you,
D&D
did you roll with
website roll?
advantage?
Maybe that'll be better for you. Use the D&D
If I was
website.
bred in this situation, I would have already had this!
Unfortunately, it's a little too late. We'll come back to this.
Ow!
Right now you guys are cuddling under like what feels like a weighted blanket, and you're talking about your families.
Hey,
And
that's
she's
still-
going in depth. Shut up, everyone. She's going in depth about her sister with you.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's cool.
so if anything, this is becoming a much more emotional time between the two of you. Anywho,
See, he's busy. He doesn't need to come with us right now. He's busy with little Anne Marie.
all the rest of you then head over to Volthric's office, and you find the giant red double doors. They are shut, but you can definitely feel like the temperature get lower the closer you get to the door. So he's in there.
Why is it so cold in his office all the time?
Okay, so Arios knocks on the door. They feel like just pure solid iron. So it kind of hurts your hand a bit, but you are able to make somewhat of a knocking noise. The left-hand door slowly opens, and this is literally what he does. He just kind of opens the door and he's like, "Oh!"
I forgot. Arios is very, very short.
You're all short to him. Like Arios
Arios is like at his knee.
Arios is knee height. Everyone else is like waist height.
I think I was the
Okay, he's
shortest
not
member of
that
the
short, but yeah.
I'm sorry.
Arios is like, if they're waist height, Arios is like crotch height.
I think I was the shortest of the group until Arios came, right?
Probably.
So anyway,
No.
so Volthric looks at all of you and he goes like, "Oh, is there something that you need help with?"
Yes.
Yes, actually, Arios, you saw them first, so why don't you explain what you saw?
Saw who?
So, can we go into your office? Because I don't know who else might be
Sure.
listening.
That isn't a problem. He opens the door wider for you all, and he just kind of shuffles you in. Again, very nice, like, ivory blue marble office here, like a light sky blue, and it is cold in here.
And there's just a couch, a leather couch off to the side.
Black leather couch, and Arios just runs and jumps on it and lays like.
I can't explain it. This couch just feels right for me. Like, I got a really good feeling like something's great's gonna happen on this couch.
I'm gonna text my boyfriend and tell him the interview's going great.
I think I got the part, Pa. I think I got the part.
No, first off, she would text me.
Oh.
You know what? This is like a filler episode without Yip. I'm fine with the occasional jokes in this one. Now that being
so much to
that being said, all of you like stand at attention while Volthric kind of sits down at his desk. He does give a weird look to Arios, how he just flopped down on his guest sofa without given permission first. Hey, this is what he does. He just goes down like, "So what was it that you wanted to..." Anyway, he just kind of acknowledges it like, "Hey, you know what? These people do good work for me. I'm not even going to question it." He sits down at his giant chair with a thud. So what was it that you needed help with?
Okay, so here's why I didn't want to say this out in the open. So the orb was giving off an anxious feeling, so Eden asked what was going on. Long story short, it was getting an anxious feeling from the Church of Nord. So when we looked over there, we saw a weird group going into the church.
No, the group was coming into the headquarters.
Oh, they were coming into the headquarters, but they were dressed like they were trying to dress like Greyblades, but they definitely do not look like they belong. And Atarax did not recognize them at all as Greyblades.
Volthric looks over to Atarax and he just goes, "Are you sure about
I'm not
this?"
there. I'm at the front door still.
Oh, right. You're running interference right now. Actually, let's cut over to there and see how well you're doing.
Split up the party. The episode becomes like 3 times longer.
So
You split the party. What do we do?
So, back at the entrance hall, Atarax, and is there anyone with you?
I think he's by himself.
You're just by yourself. You see the 3 makeshift Greyblades just kind of step into the entrance hall, and they're just kind of like scanning the area as if they're looking for something. What do you do?
Insight checks.
Yeah, you know what? I'll let you have it. Well, no, insight checks doesn't work because they're not talking to you.
I do like a perception check then. I want to see, like, I want to try and follow where their eyes are going, you know, try and it's what they're looking for, if they're stopping on people or objects.
Okay, that can definitely work. Roll me a perception check.
All right. 4. See how it happens. Ooh, dirty 20.
All right. As you follow the gaze of these 3 individuals, you notice that they seem to not just be looking at people, but they're also checking out their like their equipment. Though not necessarily their weapons, but more like their backpacks. Now, I would now like you to roll me a religion check.
Oh no.
That's right. $17.
You sense 3 faint little presences which eat with each of these 3 individuals in the makeshift gear. And you recognize these essences as Nord.
Now, being in that we're in the front foyer, are there still other like Greyblades walking in and out? Is it still populated, or is it kinda emptying out?
It's quite. Oh yeah, there's a lot of heavy like in and out traffic, and it's not just Greyblades. There's also like normal Acheron citizens like giving quests for them to post for Greyblades. There's Greyblades going in, Greyblades going out. Like there's a lot of people here.
I want to keep my eye on them. Like, are they sticking in a group, or are they spreading out?
They seem to be sticking in a group. They spread out every once in a while, but they don't go too far from each other. But they're definitely looking for something.
Are they heading deeper into the headquarters, or are they kind of just meandering about the lobby?
It's more meandering, but they are very slowly going deeper into the headquarters. And unfortunately, with how they're dressed, no one seems to really notice that something is up.
I want to stay behind them. I want to like either stick to the crowds or like slide along a wall, leaning back against it.
Okay,
Maybe not, but I want to follow them deeper.
Okay, so you're going to Assassin's Creed this. I would like you to roll me. I would like you to roll me. You're gonna hate me for this. I need you to roll me a stealth check.
With disadvantage.
Yes. Because you have it.
The first one, natural 20 for the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then, oh shit, 22. A 22 with disadvantage. I'm just used to this armor.
Somehow, your massive thickness.
Can I borrow that dice from Anne-Marie?
I'm using D&D Beyond.
Yeah, use that.
Oh, okay.
Somehow,
the virtual wall.
In your massive plate armor, your bulky Dorito frame, giant-ass white dragon wings, carrying a shield, and do you have a sword or a mace?
I've got a sword.
A sword.
And that heavy crossbow. And
the giant rifle crossbow.
And a hand crossbow.
And a hand crossbow. Somehow, despite all of these things, you don't make
Duct tape.
You don't make a sound.
I love it.
You somehow move in such a way that you naturally know how all of your equipped items will clink against your person as your body shifts as you walk. You somehow are able to move in a way that doesn't clink anything, and despite your massive size, you like very subtly squat down so you're the same height as everyone, and you blend in. You somehow make it well. You fold your wings like behind your back, and you make the top parts kind of go over your head like an actual assassin hood.
Okay, this is the one time I'm gonna ask. Izzy, can you please draw that? Please.
Assassin Atarax.
I want to see this so bad.
We would like to officially commit
to do this. Then put it's time for your daily dose of Atarax.
Thank you.
Or use Evan's words, just in quotations, despite your massive thickness.
Dorito.
Those are the exact words.
No, just leave it as massive thickness. I think Doritos copyrighted.
Thickness with 2 C's though.
3 C's.
Yeah, 3 C's.
3 C's.
So yeah, we need to add that to the merch, and we also need to add an official design of Beastmaster too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thank you, Izzy. This is the only time.
C.
Okay, so somehow, Atarax, you're able to pull it off so well that you are actually literally right behind, like, the middle guy. The other two have just kind of branched off and are continued their scouting, though they are still within eyesight.
I hear the guy muttering anything. Is he talking to himself at all, or is he just kind of quietly still looking around?
You know, normally you wouldn't need to roll a check for this, but considering that there's, like, just a busy crowd just moving around in all directions all around you, roll me another perception check.
Gotcha. Oh, natural 19 plus 4, 23.
Okay, guys, let me level with you here. Why is it that you all never seem to roll when it actually matters, but yet when we do shit like this, now you get your high rolls?
We don't know.
Freaking
blame
right.
Blame the dice.
I was gonna say, once COVID's over and we can all meet up, I will touch all the dice that I have given all of you. So
Everyone
Wait, hold on.
with my sage stick.
We
okay?
got a new
Just
follower, Singing Vamp. Thank you so much for the follow.
Robin!
Yes!
Robin!
Oh, that's Robin. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I only know her from her demi-hero name.
Robin. Singing Vamp is her TikTok name. And I
Got
think it's like her just social media platform.
and
Robin!
and it's Hobbs gave us a 3-month subscription.
Oh my.
Oh, sweet.
Nice. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Nice. Anywho, so you're right behind this guy. The other two don't notice that the middle guy has a giant white dragonborn assassin paladin right behind him. Just quote unquote, despite your massive thickness. What do you do? Oh, right. You rolled a perception check, 23. Okay.
Yes.
You actually do hear this guy mutter something, and it sounds like this. Look, we're trying. There's so many people here right now. I know you gave us the means to track them, but it's increasingly difficult. They keep on leaving, and then they come back, and then they keep leaving. And there's so many people here. Who knows if they might have passed it on to someone else?
Mm. How far are we into the Greyblades headquarters by now?
You're like in the very middle of the lobby. And the other two are like going towards the far corners deep into the lobby. Again, no one else seems to really notice them, considering how they're dressed.
Mm.
However, the one guy that you're right behind is staying put.
Yeah.
Do you mind coming back to me while I think this out? You know, head up with Volthric for a minute. You know.
Okay, we're gonna go back to Volthric here.
Thanks for the timeout.
We're going back to... Okay, so back in Volthric's office. So you mentioned that... So three new figures are here. And your orb is reacting.
It's not reacting to, well, it might be reacting to them. It didn't really say. The only thing I was able to ask them was if he thinks that it is, I mean, it's what has happened. This isn't going to sound weird at all. He thinks it's Nord. He's the god of order, right?
The god of law, justice, and order.
Yeah.
Volthric definitely kind of stiffens up a bit for a moment. And then he looks over at Eden. And then he just holds open his hand. May I see it?
Gonna the orb and be like, he's a safe one, and then put it in his hand.
Okay, yeah, this orb, like, okay. Now, I don't really have a good comparison here. The orb in his hand is like a tiny marble.
Say it normally for our size. His size?
Yes, it's literally the size of a D20 in his hand.
Oh.
And he and the orb are now just kind of staring at each other. And you can actually see the outline of the orb's face just kind of appear and coalesce in the vapors, just kind of looks at you all for a moment, and then turns around and looks at Volthric. And they just start staring at each other. There's silence between the two of them.
Oh,
Are they like
shit.
communicating telepathically?
After a while, Volthric's eyes finally leave the orb and he looks back up at Eden. Gently plucks the orb between his thumb and index finger and just kind of drops it back in your hand like Halloween candy. And then he just leans in. Never take your eyes off of the orb right now. Prepare yourselves. You're in danger.
Cool.
Can you give us more?
Those... Volthric just kind of give a light chuckle. I know it's not any different, but now things are actually starting to become more aggressive. If what I believe is correct, those 3 hunters that you saw enter the hall are not actual hunters. They're priests.
Great.
Now, how would we get rid of them without them noticing that we're trying to get rid of them?
That is the tricky thing. Because you see, the priests of Nord, much like us hunters, can come and go. Though I don't see any reason why they would disguise themselves unless they were trying to hide something. Or, like, their motives, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
If they're... Priests are normally very much allowed to walk into the headquarters, though they're restricted to the lobby. So if they're disguising themselves... At that moment, he kind of looks at you all, and he just kind of does this.
Here's a head count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three of you are missing.
Yes.
Yes.
So
One of
here's
them-
the rundown. Polo is taking care of Anne Marie. Adarax decided
them right
to
now.
kind of tail the priest.
At that moment, Volthrick's eyes go wide and goes like, wait, Adarax is down there alone?
Not anymore! Ariel like takes off.
Oh,
I'm fine.
At that moment,
Dude, you're
getting
dead.
back to the tavern, loading the music, Adarax, you're still right behind this guy. Are you gonna try anything?
I'm not making any moves until they do. Oh, right. They don't seem to see me. They don't seem to recognize me. I just want to make sure I'm not tailing anyone in particular. I want to keep my eyes on all three of them at a safe distance. I think I know what they're here for, but I haven't done anything warranting me attacking them yet.
Okay then, give me just a moment. I'll give you a reason.
my.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a 5. Okay, yeah, the priest you're right behind doesn't notice you. How?
What about Polo?
We'll get back to him. Actually, you know what? No. What about Polo?
what
Polo,
about Polo?
roll me a charisma check.
All right.
With D&D Beyond this time.
Okay.
Yeah, Polo Lane. Yeah, Polo Lane.
With advantage or without advantage?
I mean, I feel like if he listened to Anne Marie and
You
he
guys
was
gonna
like,
hate
okay,
me.
You know
listener,
what? I'm gonna give you advantage.
Okay.
Are you saying that listening is just a way to get some?
listening is the key to every relationship.
Okay. All right. All right. The first one was a 9, but the second one was a 17.
My God.
After you both are talking and she's in your arms in the blanket, she just kind of looks at you and then just goes, "Screw it." And then she tackles you.
Yes!
Make a Constitution
You go,
saving
girl!
throw.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my
I'm
god.
doing it with D&D Beyond again. Okay.
You do not get advantage.
12.
I was gonna say maybe disadvantage this time.
Should I get disadvantage?
No, but a 12 you rolled?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. We're not.
Take it like a champ.
It's a great reaction for your DM. Interesting.
Interesting. Hey, what's
The
your
best
what's your walking
It wasn't the worst of times.
what's your walking order? Oh, I see. Anywho,
Performance check.
performance. Oh my God! Why did we use performance? It's fine. It's fine.
That's not what performance is for.
I'm the
Exactly.
DM. I decide what it's for.
Isn't it though?
Definitely the
Is it
performance
We're doing it for
score.
Brenadire. We're not doing it for
Horrible
Polo. We're doing it for Bren.
Great.
Okay. Anywho. Cut back to Adarax. Do you finally know what you're gonna do?
I told you I was sticking back and still tailing and keep my eyes on him, but I'm not making a move yet. And then you said, I'll give you a reason, but then we went to Polo.
Yeah, but I rolled and then nothing happened because they still don't know you're right behind them, which I don't know how that is happening.
Speaking of which, I'd like to use an action to disengage and kind of back off and kind of slip back into the crowds.
You're already
Right.
slipped in
You have
enough.
to use
You're
it.
totally blended in, but you can definitely disengage if you want.
I mean, just to keep an eye on him, I don't want to be right behind him. That's kind of obvious. I may fail my next stealth check, probably, actually. So I can't be greedy.
Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Roll me a stealth check as you back away from them. And if you roll another high number, I will be pissed.
Be amazed.
Drum
All right.
roll, everybody.
Don't do that. Okay, well, the first one's good. Okay, well.
You don't have advantage.
So the first one's a 22.
God dang, the Dragon Boy is like on fire tonight.
Wait, what was that second
18.
roll?
18 with disadvantage.
Oh, right, you have disadvantage.
F in the chat.
F in the chat.
F in the
F and
chat.
F.
Okay.
Evan is not mad at you.
I can't control the rolls. You see him. You see him.
Happen again.
You the giant dragonborn in full plate with all that thickness and equipment somehow still doesn't make a sound, moving backwards while still not seeing where you're going because you're moving backwards, and yet somehow you miraculously don't bump into anyone.
I just know my way around this place so well. I'm like Timmy walks that way at 3 o'clock usually every day, but you know, Gertrude talks to him on the way past, so they may stop, so I gotta watch out for that.
Oh man, this jeez. Carly, it's all blurry. We can't see shit.
The clapping of his ass cheeks do not alert the priest of Nord.
Oh my
He
god.
is so
My
dummy.
scales tingle like wind chimes.
Colonel, I'm
Oh.
trying to get.
Okay, Izzy, I'm sorry, but could I commission you to make a picture of dummy thick Atarax? Just completely normal Atarax, but he's got like a thick ass.
There's a quote is the clap of these ass cheeks.
Has anybody seen the mouse pads that are like the corgis, but the
Yes,
the wrist
that's
pad
what
is
I'm
the corgi
picturing.
pad? Do that with Atarax. And he's
Guys,
just
we
looking
have
behind
new
him.
merchandise coming to the Etsy shop. It's gonna be Adax's booty out of
Epic.
mouse pad.
Booty rocking everywhere.
Okay, so I am at a loss, kind of. Because
for an episode of nothing.
Because somehow the full plate, tall ass Dragonborn has better stealth than all of you.
Hot rolls.
Yeah, you just continue observing these guys, just people watching and equipment watching. Meanwhile, at the same time, though, the party, you all got shuffled out of Volthrick's room due to his panic that Atarax, he says, is in more danger than he possibly realizes. As you all make your way... Yes?
Before we leave, I just stopped and I say, wait. And, Yip has a student here from what I believe was where he trained. Just letting you know.
Just letting you know. Bye!
And one more thing.
Okay, bye.
And one more thing. Hold on. Arios just kind of pushes Eden back and goes, maybe you should stay here with the orb. If Nord's here.
Good
Just a
call.
thought.
Good call.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
You can
Eden plops right down next to Volthrick on the couch, like, hey, what's up?
Okay, he said in the last time Eden and him had interaction, no one can handle him.
I mean, I was gonna say Volthrick is thinking they remind me so much of those idiots from so many years ago.
Okay,
God, I missed email.
innocent. Leave her alone.
Okay,
So, they remind me so much of Teen Alpha.
Okay,
She followed around
so
setting the
all
camera.
of you make your way back down to the
Yep.
make your way back down to the lobby. At that moment, while you may not have noticed it because you just entered, those three guys, the moment you enter the entrance hall, all three of them like zoom in on you. And
Oh.
and Atarax, you're the only one who, well, Okay, everyone but Atarax, give me a perception check.
You're still with Voltric, aren't you?
Yep.
So Eden's out.
I got a 3.
Yeah. Got a 3.
Dang
Probably
it,
doesn't know what to
D&D
look for.
Beyond, you
Yeah.
have failed me. The dice isn't working on D&D Beyond.
Oh, no.
Nurse.
Oh, look! The ceiling is a ceiling!
Oh shit.
I love that.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Perception. It's... But still, nat 1.
Threes?
Okay, Davina got a 3. You got a 1.
We're too preoccupied with like just looking at each other like, oh, you're so cute.
Yeah, maybe later. Maybe later? Can we go for dinner or something?
Wait, really?
So tell me you saw something.
I like
As
apples.
like a
Oh
date?
my god, guys.
Mistral, what did you roll?
What am I adding to it? Because I have the dice rolled. Just
It's
what am I adding to it?
perception.
Perception. Okay, let's. I think Mistral's just like on A game right now because she got a 19.
Nice.
Way to go. Way to be the
She's
only
on
one
her-
that actually
She's
contributes.
on her-
Way to go! Somebody notices something.
I saw them when they walked in, and I saw them when they stared at me.
Okay, so Atarax, you see the 3 guys just turn their heads right at the newcomers, and they just start beelining for your friends. And Mistral, you're the only one who notices the strange mismatched priests in hunter gear make their way straight to your party.
And I go, guys, stop what you're doing. Go that way. Go this way.
Oh,
This way,
shit.
this way.
Can I hold that?
And I see, do I see Atarax from here?
Make a stealth check, perception check. I'm invisible.
Yeah, you are somehow. Roll
Okay.
me a secondary perception check.
Okay. Okay, I got a 12.
What did you roll for your most recent stealth check, Atarax?
18.
18.
Mistral, you do not see him.
What the fuck are you
She's
eating?
with me. My
Like, what's the actual thought?
I basically, I see a group of people, and I just go, guys, go this way. Like, let's go behind, walk around them so that if they come at us, they're not coming directly at us. That now there's group of people talking in front of us, and I'm like, guys, let's squirm around them. Just follow me.
Evan,
gotta
how
find
far behind them
Atarax.
am I right now?
I'm sorry?
How far behind them am I right now?
Okay, so you backed away from the guy. Originally, you were literally just right behind this guy, inches.
Yeah.
But then you stepped away from him, so now you're 10 feet.
I hold an action.
What are you waiting for?
If they make any sort of attack towards my teammates, I want to cast Spirit Guardians.
Ah, okay.
If they attack, I have to see that
Why
I want
are
to
you looking at me?
on them. If I see any indecent interaction, I'm casting that.
All right, not a problem. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Mistral, you are... Aw, kitty.
She just keeps staring at me.
So
Scary.
Because Luna loves you.
Because pet.
No, it's the death stare. You don't understand.
Okay, actually,
Oh,
guys,
they're not
you
paying
know...
attention.
This is actually a pretty good spot. We'll start the next session in a little bit. We're going to take our break now, and we'll come back in about 10 minutes, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, can't wait.
Yes, I will. My face will be back in a moment. I'm just trying to set something up.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
If I was still Brennan
Love
Dyer,
your
this is where
face.
if I was still Brennan Dyer, this is where I'd say something flirty is.
Well, too bad. You're not.
We
It's
love
a
you,
nice
face. I don't need to be anybody else to be flirty. We miss you, face.
Well, it'll be back soon. Don't worry.
Please come back.
All right. So,
I'm back. We're so lost without you.
so where we last
Music,
left
come back.
off, where we last left off the party, the three intruders are now zeroing in on the party, and Mistral is the only one who notices these 3 people that are coming after them. 2 people coming after them. Thank you. Atarax, you definitely do notice that they are coming after them. And it looks like they might be pulling out knives.
Oh, Davina and Arios are just like, so where do you want to go for this date?
I see them pulling out the knives.
Oh.
You see them kind of like reach into their equipment as they're walking towards the party.
I have to see weapons before I cast this. Don't want to wait.
Screw you and your paladin oaths.
So do I see them?
He's a cleric.
I'm a cleric, but I'm a cleric of light.
Well, first off, we just got subscribed by the Hemington for 2 months.
My mom is just.
Oh, wow. 2 months?
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Hemington. From where you're standing, you do not see weapons. Mistral, you see knives.
I see knives. I say something to the group of like, guys, they have weapons. I think we need to they're gonna fight us. So
can I equip my great axe?
Your great axe is already on you. It's been with you all this time.
Okay. I didn't know if you were gonna be like, well, technically, Carly, you're not holding it. Okay.
No. Why would anyone do that?
I don't know.
Because there are
People
those
can
kind of
be jerks.
DMs out there.
Are there
Yeah.
DMs like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, people can be assholes.
Yeah, honestly, Evan, there are sometimes you make me feel like I am such an asshole DM. There's times you're like, oh yeah, that's fine. I'm over here like, there is no way in hell I would let them do that. And there's other times I'm like, wow, you're kind of mean in that sense, and I'm nicer in that way. So here's a touch and go.
I mean, I'll give you the chance to try something just as long as you explain it to me so that it makes sense. And then we just go with whatever the dice says. And for example, if the dice say that the giant armored dragon cleric is the stealthy one, then unfortunately I have to abide by it.
Yeah.
Still not over that. Anywho, Mistral, you see knives.
I alert the group.
You alert Arios and Davina.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what? Shit.
I want to push them, the girls, away and run in the opposite direction so that I'm kind of hoping if I make enough of a scene, hold up a satchel or as I'm running, holding a bag or something, hoping that the other guys might follow me.
There we go.
Roll me a performance check.
My iPad is not working with D&D Beyond Dice. 14. Dirty 20.
Nice.
You sling your bag over your shoulder, and you say something along the lines of, "Oh man, I wonder how much I can fence this orb in my sack." The guys are gonna.
Did you have to say sack, like
Yes.
not a satchel?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was a sack and not a purse.
Santa gave me his big sack.
Okay, Polo.
And that's how we run Christmas.
These guys see Arios break away from Mistral and Divina, and they fail their insight check. So they now all go after Arios. Atarax, you see that now how they're angled going towards Arios. You do see knives in their hands.
It worked! Yay!
Being a guardian, I stay within 15 feet of them, or trying to stay within that range of them. Within that 15-foot radius of me, their speed is halved. If they start in that area, they have to make a Wisdom 15 saving throw.
Uh-oh.
If they start there on their turn.
All right. We're kind of fudging this. This isn't really going to be like an official battle. It's more of like a quick time event. Like, think of this as like a Telltale game experience.
Cool.
Okay, so you are having their speed. What the hell? They seem to be so focused on getting at Arios that they don't notice that their feet are literally struggling to, like, lift up off the ground.
They're not too bright, huh?
Nope.
Oh, whoa, wait. One of them has noticed. One of them has noticed, and while the others are like, the third one is like, what the hell? And their boots are like glowing with a faint radiant light that seems to increase their weight.
Mistral has a question.
Yes, Mistral.
So regarding their armor, is there anything that's like flowing, or like are they wearing like capes, or is it just like?
Well, one of them's wearing like a stylish scarf.
Are they wearing metal?
No, it is like thick scale hide and bone.
Perfect. I would like. I'm not even gonna ask. This is what I want to do. So Mistral is going to whip out her bow and is going to be aiming for their feet and trying to like trying to use her strength of the bow to jab the bow through, or jab the arrow through their foot to like embed into the ground.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, it does make sense. I understand what you're trying to do here. Okay. Roll me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
Right back into soda.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh no, what did you roll?
I rolled a 22.
Okay, if you've ever seen the end of Dwayne Johnson's The Scorpion King, you do that thing where you pull back your arrow, but you just want to make doubly sure that that arrow gets embedded in the frickin' floor through their feet. So, with great strength, while not shaking your arm, you actually are able to, like, pull the string back even further. You let go, and that arrow goes flying. We're talking like Princess Mononoke, like shooting the arrow with the superpowered arm from Prince Ashitaka. That arrow goes whizzing through the crowd miraculously and embeds right through the right foot of this guy. He screams out in agony and anger, having no clue what just happened because it all was just so fast. At that moment, though, every single Greyblade in the room now goes like, what the hell? And they see, like, these two hunters with sluggish feet, and one of them with an arrow in the foot, and Mistral not so subtly holding a bow. Yes, Carly.
Can I can I try to cover for her and like run up to the dude and be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And pretend like I'm casting cure wounds on him, but instead just digging in his foot even more.
Ooh.
Okay. So this guy is screaming in
This is what he gets for trying to sneak into the Grey Blades. Don't feel
This
bad
guy is screaming in pain, having no clue what's going on. The other two are just as shocked as what's happening, and they're not able to make a move towards you because they're also still slowed down by this guardian spell. Davina, oh god, no matter what you roll, this is gonna be hilarious. Davina, I need you to roll me a deception check.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I got a 14.
In your effort to try and fake get the arrow out of his foot while at the same time make it worse, I want you all to remember that scene from Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, when they're in the hospital room and they're trying to get the knife out of his leg and it doesn't work. So then Davina...
me, Ricky Bobby. Sorry.
So Davina, you somehow pull a second arrow out from like your satchel and you're like, okay, we'll use this arrow to pry out the first arrow, and you jab that second arrow right in this guy's foot.
Davina, that's not how that works.
I mean, that's not what I asked to do, but I
you
will
have to
go
take
with it. I was going to
arrows.
cast cure wounds on him, but then just dig it in even deeper. But if you want, we can go there. I'm chill with that.
Wait, so are you actually casting cure wounds on him?
No, I'm just gonna make it look like I did, so it doesn't look like we just attacked some random ass guards.
Okay, well... Yet somehow, because you rolled a 14, despite the whole second arrow bit, people somehow believe you that you're just trying to pry out the first arrow. And somehow they believe that you are trying to cast cure wounds on them.
The best one shot.
You know what? No. You know what? We're gonna put a pause on this. We're gonna go over to frickin'. We're gonna go over to frickin' Polo and Anne Marie here.
I kind of just go up again, but okay.
Polo, okay. Here's the weird thing I just want to check here. I would like you to flip a coin. Do you have a coin handy?
No. Do you want me to do one online?
Oh wait, do you have an Android?
No, I was gonna say,
Oh.
or roll a d6 and just have it even or odds.
That works.
Okay.
Roll a d6, give me even or odds.
Alright, I'll just... It's a 4.
Okay, so Anne-Marie was totally the top. And... you... now...
Get it, girl! Get it!
Now, I would like you to roll me a Constitution check.
Okay. Alright.
What about the before?
I'll deal with Beyond. Alright, Constitution check. What is that under? What do I click?
You just click Constitution. It should be on the top left of your page. Where all of your other ability scores are.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, I got a -1 first. An 11.
You are able to successfully shuffle yourself out of Anne-Marie's room, and she gives you like a little flirty wave before she closes the door. You can't feel your legs.
I was imagining me walking out like Cloud.
He's just army crawling down the hallway.
No, No.
I imagine me walking out like Cloud after he had his session with Madame M. It's just like in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Seriously?
Oh, yes.
I know
No,
that
I know.
scene.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was basically like that if you paid, like, the highest price
Yes,
service
which I
for
did.
Madam. Me too. But yeah, you're...
We got Polo laid.
Hashtag we got Polo laid.
And you don't skip
Polo
Madame M.
got laid.
So yeah, Polo, you're able to successfully stand on 2 feet, but for the rest of the day, all movement actions are gonna have disadvantage. Because your legs
have
just
an
feel like
exhaustion point.
your legs just feel like jello.
Oh my god. Alright,
Okay,
fine.
that was the never mind. We're gonna leave it there.
You don't know this happened. You're all
We're all adults. We know what happened.
And Polo's just like, so that's what it feels like.
Oh, this guy's cherry pie.
The Hemington chats hashtag Polo got some. This is your own mother.
This is your
Yeah, I
mother.
was
on
about
top
to
of
say
it.
that. This is your mom.
Yes, my mother who played D&D long before I ever did, guys. Remember that.
Oh, I actually
know,
did not
but
know
it's
that. That's
not.
amazing.
Yeah.
So Polo, where do you go?
I don't fucking know. I guess I go look for the troop to see what's going on.
Okay,
It's clear
so
that was like 5 hours, I guess. I don't know.
a lot of it was just like emotional, like talking and
Really?
such with Anne-Marie. Okay, so you stumble your way out of the hallway back into the main hall, and you see, like, what looks like Davina performing very horrible surgery on a guy's foot. 2 guys just standing in place looking shocked. Mistral with a bow and an oh fuck face. And Arios just looking like he's having the time of his fucking life.
And I just look around. I just look around and I say business as usual. Good to see that. All right. I'm thinking back to Supernatural, the animated series, like Abridged. If you guys have ever watched that, and Sam is on the phone with Dean, and he's like, "I had sex today. Come and fucking get me." If you guys have never watched Supernatural, Abridged is one of the funniest series. Honestly,
I will look it up if it gets your recommendation,
It's
and you and I
really
have always been
old.
good about Abridges.
It's really old, but it's really funny.
I will definitely take a
Can
look.
we
Um,
also do an RIP because they've just finished filming.
Oh,
The show is
Yeah.
very sad.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
going to cry. Lee's
Sad
gonna
boy
get a bunch of
Alex.
sad in the press now.
F in the chat.
F in the chat. F in the chat for Supernatural.
Cats.
Also,
Please.
Jensen Ackles' cover of Simple Man is amazing. If
So-
you've never heard it.
Okay, so, Polo, you see all this going on. Do you do anything?
Sit down, I imagine.
You sit down at a random stool close to the reception desk, and you're just enjoying the show. Meanwhile...
Oh my god, sir, I am so sorry. Let me help you with that.
Oh,
We gotta
God.
cut around the meat.
We gotta cut around the food. No, it might get infected.
Okay,
This is what happens when I leave.
we are now... yeah. We are now going to turn the camera towards... We're now going to turn the camera towards Eden and Volthric. All right. Guys, I would like you to make an oath of honor with me. Because for this next session, for this next part of the session, I need you all to leave the video chat. And Atarax, I want you to step out of the room.
Oh shit!
I will tag you all in the Discord general chat when it's time to come back. And I want you to promise me that even when you step out of the video chat, do not go to Twitch. Do not watch this.
Well, I can't
Yeah,
even
for the
do that
viewers,
because
now
it's giving me
everything
an
is
error. So I can't even watch it.
What about me?
You're fine.
Yes!
I
Only the way he gets to hear the
How do I
secret
want to come
next
back?
time. You know what? I'm just gonna leave now before I get more upset.
whatever.
Don't get back.
I'm scared.
You're scared.
All right.
Yeah, you're pretty scared. Close the door.
Oh,
You gotta close it.
oh.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Eden, you are now in the orb alone with Volthric, and suddenly these couple gnomes come out with like video cameras as you sit on the couch. No. Oh man. Anywho, you are now sitting alone in the office with Volthric, and he is now sitting at his desk. Well, no, he's not sitting at his desk. He is standing next to his desk, looking at you, and then he looks at the pack where you have the orb, and then he just kind of looks up as if he's thinking about something, and then he looks back at you. Tell me, how well have you been able to converse with the spirit in the orb?
Sorry. Pretty well. We've taught her. I don't know the gender yet. Infernal and a little bit of celestial as time went on. It seems like it has a better rapport with me than the others, since I spend most of my time with it.
Volthric then walks over to you, and he actually knelt down, so that you're still, even with him knelt down, you're still like tit height with him. He gently extends his hand out again, asking for the orb.
Mm-hmm. I'll hand him the orb again.
Okay.
We're all freaking out, guys. By the way,
I know. I'm looking at
I'm
looking at the Discord chat here. Hold on. Actually, hold on. I will tag everyone when it's time to come back. Okay, they got the message. I tagged everyone. There's no way they can ignore that. Okay. Volthric looks at the orb. He gently sets it down on the large table between, like, before the couch. It's like couch, table, massive desk, then his chair. So that's basically the setup here. Like, the table is, like, better for someone of your stature compared to him. He looks at the orb, and he sets it down right at the middle of the table. Have you tried any way else of conversing with the orb, aside from just teaching it words?
No, I don't think we have. We've been trying to figure out what to do.
This orb is still very young. Still very barely a newborn. And yet, you only know that it is a god. And that's all.
We performed a ritual a while ago to figure out why this god showed up. And we saw some other beings chasing after it.
I remember you telling me
going
this.
way back.
I remember you telling me this. It was back when Sterling was in your party.
Yeah, there are some beings that had colors related to them. I don't know if they were the beings that kicked this little one out, or if they're pursuing him.
I would like for us to try that ourselves. It seems that the orb, outside of everyone in your party, trusts you the most. If you will allow me.
Yes, sir.
He extends out his giant hand, looks at it, just extends a finger. And you grip onto his finger. It's very much like that scene in Infinity War where tiny baby Gamora grips onto Thanos' finger. It kind of looks like that. Of course, the moment when you touch his armored finger, he's like wearing full plate gauntlet right here. It is like ice cold. Like it's like holding a giant ice cube just bare in your hand. At that moment, he takes his other hand and he gently places it on top of the orb itself. And you see the glow of the orb start to get brighter and brighter. You blink. And you now find yourself standing in what looks like a night sky all around you. And you feel something warm kind of brush up against you. You look to your left, and you see the green owl bear. Like, fully formed, looks like it's flesh and blood, very fluffy.
He's so cute.
It's about, like, thigh height to you. It's still kind of like... It looks about as young as, like, a normal bear cub, but not like a freshly born infant. It's like, it's been a while. Though gods age at a different rate. That's beside the point. The owlbear just kind of looks up to you and just kind of plops down on its butt on the invisible ground that you're both standing on. Just kind of like looks around at everything. And then you hear boom, 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 boom. And who's calling you?
Don't worry about it right now. It's a surprise.
As you do, you look to your right, and you see a massive silhouette. It almost looks like a very translucent being with bright white eyes, and it's made of a shimmering silver mist. The outline of itself is massive. And you can kind of see what looks like... You can't really tell what the outline is, but it does look like there are wings coming out of the back. And for a brief instant, like just for an instant, you see Volthric in its place. Before the image just instantly sets back to this silver mass of what looks like starlight. This giant winged mass of silver starlight. Volthric that just kind of looks down at you, down at the little god, looks ahead at the void of stars before you. You now see those same figures again.
Uh-oh.
And for a moment, despite the chilling temperature that is right next to you, that's coming from Volthric, you feel an intense, red-hot rage coming from him. Even though you don't see any, like, visual cues that he is super angry, you just get that feeling from him. The images before you, again, you see the same central figure in a dark green light and what looks like antlers coming out of its head. The other figures, brown, orange, I can't remember what the other colors are, but I'm depending on you guys to have them written down. Thank you.
It was bright green, brown, blue, red, dark green, dark brown, and bright orange is what I have written down.
Okay. The image that you believe to be Volthric slowly moves its head towards you again. And now that you're getting a better look at him, roll me a perception check.
Shit. Which dice? We'll go with this one. That was bad. It's like, I think a 9. Just straight 9. It was bad.
That's actually still not bad, considering that you're there with Volthric.
Yeah.
But you actually see, like, even though you know this is Volthric, the image is definitely different. You see a faint, vague outline of wings. His form is way more massive. It kind of looks like he has a much longer snout, kind of. And he's looking right at you, and you just feel the voice echoing all around you. Your enemies will be merciless. They have a status quo now and a mission. And your new friend here will shatter that system. It is up to you to make sure that no other god or idol kills your friend. At that moment, you then feel a third presence at your side, standing next to the orb. Roll me another perception check.
Let's do better, please. That's a 9.
You still
Again.
You see now, upon looking at the images of these enemies before you, you notice that at this time, though, the figure that was cloaked in bright orange is not standing there anymore. There's like one less of them now.
Ooh.
But then you feel a warmth to your left with that the owlbear is between you and of this new presence. You look to your left and you see that figure in bright orange. But you don't get a sense of animosity from it towards you. It seems to be standing on two legs. It has bright yellow eyes, and it looks like it's wearing a long, flowing robe with, like, beams of light coming out of the back of it. You can't really quite tell. Like, these beams of light seem to bounce anywhere between, like one beam all the way over to, like, 9 beams, and, like, they rearrange themselves. And then you just hear echoing, still in the same, like, level of presence. He is under my care. You need not concern yourself. The silver image then looks to the orange image. And while no words are spoken, you do feel a sense that there is understanding between the two of them. At that moment, you blink, and you're back in Volthric's office. Volthric then takes his finger away from your tiny baby hand, and he lets go of the orb. However, you look before you. On the table is not the orb, it's the owlbear. Fully formed and fully physical. Still, like, cub-sized. But the orb now just kind of, like, looks around for a moment, looks at you, and then just kind of, like, waddles over and hops onto your lap.
Pet it. First off, pet it.
And it just kind of, like, nuzzles into your pets a bit. At that moment, Axel, your fox, pops out of your bag, and hops into the lap with you, and they're just like nuzzling each other, and they're both nuzzling you. You are covered in fluffiness.
I'm covered in fuzz, like normal.
Volthric then stands up, and he looks down at you sternly, and he just simply goes, "Your new little friend, the orb, is definitely growing in strength, but he is still very vulnerable. Our little time here has allowed us to waken a sense that will allow him to walk among you, though, should he be in danger, he will retreat back into the orb. And if he is ever harmed while still in the orb, that is a danger that cannot be healed. It is up to... He can assist you a little bit better now, but he still requires great care." At that moment, you see Axel hop off your lap and go, and then just sit down on the floor looking up at Volthric. And now Axel and Volthric are now just kind of staring at each other.
Again, because this happened before.
At that moment, Axel then turns right back around, hops back on your lap, hops from your lap, dives right back into your pack. The owlbearer then, its body glows a little bit brighter, and it forms back into the orb again. Volthric then smiles down at you and just simply says, "You should see to your friends now. I have a feeling they might need some extra hands. I can't help but shake the feeling that there is great fuckery going on in the lobby."
Knowing my friends, yes, there is great fuckery. But one question before I do, my lord.
What is it?
That image that I saw very briefly, what I think it is.
Which one?
The flash of the winged, like Volthric within that winged
Okay.
being. He's asking if it was trickery of the eyes, or if he see correctly.
That was not trickery. It seemed like that was just a moment of, for lack of a better phrase, glamour, just to kind of let your body process the fact that that silverish entity was Volthric.
Okay. I won't tell the others unless you want me to, sir.
Not yet. That will be something that I have a feeling will be discussed at a much later time. But until then, see to your friends. I have a feeling that your winged friend might also need some help later, but for now, tend to them.
Obviously.
Okay, you leave the office. All right.
Oh, good lord. Jordan, come back.
By the way, I love all of the Sabretooth images for Beastmaster.
Yeah, if you look under fan art, I posted like 3 images as just like references for what he looks like.
Not okay.
What happened?
You
Will you tell me later?
No,
What?
I'm not going to tell you later.
But you guys came in a hurry. Were you just waiting all this time?
Well,
Yeah,
the
they were.
three of us were like in a little video chat together.
Yes, we had our own little chat going.
I'm
had
trying
a
to
little-
convince Leah and Izzy to join Dummy Hero.
I need to have to make another character thow.
Yeah,
Okay.
What happened?
Okay,
I
so
need more people for my villain army.
Anyways.
I mean, what?
Well,
I need people for Sentinel. I mean, what?
By the way,
I mean,
Leah,
what?
I haven't talked to you about that yet because I talked to him about it, and I feel like if you join Dummy Hero, you guys should be like best friends. We can talk about it later. Anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay,
I've just
so
been watching clips of the Tangled cartoon. Alright.
okay, so back to the lobby. Eden, you make your way back to the lobby with everything that has just happened in Volthric's office, and you come to this scene of Davina, what looks like stabbing a guy's already arrowed foot with another arrow, Arios enjoying the show, Atarax in pure horror, Mistral with an oh crap face holding a bow, and Polo sitting at the bar not giving a shit.
What the fuck happened?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, sir. Here, let me help you get this out with this other arrow. And let me also do cure wounds on you. And do cure wounds. Okay, fix them. Go.
Give me just a moment here.
What the fuck happened?
Okay, so these guys finally do make their save, and they're able to wrestle free of this slowing guardian aura. And now the two of them who did not get their feet shot, they are now, one of them is heading for Davina, the other one's heading for Mistral.
Oh,
Who
awesome.
am I closer to?
Can I take an attack of opportunity and take the arrow and just stab the dude?
Actually,
You pulled
yes.
it out, sealed it just to stab it back in.
Yeah.
Okay, so you shot his foot, you put another arrow in his foot, you now pull out that second arrow to try and stab that guy in the leg. Yeah, this is definitely much more of a quick time event than an actual fight. Eden, to answer your question, you are closest to Arios right now.
Okay, so I was gonna like try and push one of the people that were advancing, be like, no, leave.
Yeah, you're not closer to any of them right now. You're just you're like at the far corner. You're like at the far corner of the hallway that you just exited from, and you're just all seeing this for the first time. Yes, Carly.
Do I have to roll for that?
Yes.
Okay, I got an 18 plus 5.
Yeah, you get him.
Because I add my attack bonus, right?
It's fine. You rolled an 18, so you still make it. The damage is, again, this is more of a quick time event. Damage isn't going to be counted here. It's all for cinematic value. You take your arrow, you, with enough of your Aasimar barbarian force, you jam this arrowhead right into the guy's kneecap. His leg, now in agony, locks up because he now can't bend it, and he falls flat on his face. The third guy, however, now stops in his tracks, looks at his now second downed companion, and now he, like, turns to all of you, and now he's a little worried.
Can I run and try and grapple him?
You definitely can. Roll me a dexterity check.
Right.
Grab the dext.
We can certainly try.
Can certainly try.
You will try.
+4.
We'll try.
Oh, I rolled a 6. Goodbye, good rolls.
Finally, justice!
I'm
You
back from break and you're too relaxed.
you try to wrestle your way over to the second guy. However, you don't really see where you're going. And in an effort of trying to get there quickly, you fail to realize that just by pure coincidence, your own tail gets wrapped up in your ankle. And you don't fall down, but you do, like, stumble a bit.
Oh.
Well, that was embarrassing. Good tail.
Can Arios now, like, run up and jump on the third guy's shoulders and just cover his face with the bag that I had in my hands that doesn't actually have anything in it?
Okay, so here's what's happening. You run up to him, but you're running up to him while he's bodily and facially facing you. So here's the thing. You leap. Okay, you know what? Roll me a athletics check. Let's see if this works.
God.
Maybe if D&D Beyond will work, but not if not. Oh, okay, I'll take that. 18.
You somehow do a front flip, and you bounce on your landing, and you launch yourself right at this guy's head. You wrap your legs around his neck, and your crotch is like right in his face. And
Oh no!
you spend a moment to like shoulder the top of his head. Then you take the empty sack and you like stuff his head into it, and you like just give him another couple slaps, and then you like tie the pull string around his neck, and then you get off of him. This guy's clearly disoriented. You hop off of him. Yeah, he doesn't make it. In an effort to try and chase after where he thought you were, he runs right into Atarax's chest and knocks himself out when he runs headfirst right into his plate armor.
Oh my god. What just happened?
And Polo, you are just enjoying the show because you did not participate at all. You are just watching it.
Am I still there shocked with like my bow? Just
Yes.
Like, what? And I'm literally just following.
Because
like,
here's the thing.
my bow.
This entire thing took over the span of like 30 seconds.
Great.
Whenever
Some
someone returned for their meetings, we had to basically restart this whole scenario, and we're basically it's like the movie Vantage Point. You restart what happened, but you're seeing it from another person's perspective. That's basically what happened here. So you
They're
have
all three like down, right?
So you have a guy with now a giant hole in his foot, a guy who literally has an arrow to the knee, and a guy who bonked himself unconscious against plate armor while he has a sack over his head, Jason Voorhees style. What do you do?
I'd like to go over and like. I'd like to tend to the two guys' wounds so they don't like bleed out at least.
Okay, are you using any healing spells on them? I'm sorry?
I could dump some. I can dump some first level cure wounds.
Okay, you are actually casting Cure Wounds on them. His foot is healed. The guy's knee is all healed. The arrow just kind of pops out. They both...
I'm up, though.
I'm sorry?
I am up, though. All three of them.
Well, the second guy is just, like, bruised, but he doesn't really have any actual injuries on him. If anything, his ego got damaged. But the other two, they, like, look shocked that you healed them, first of all. And then they both kind of, like, get back up on their feet, kind of look at each other, look at you guys, and then they slowly get down on their knees and they put their hands behind their head. At that moment, a bunch of other Greyblade hunters, these ones look like much higher ranks than you guys, they walk over and they clap the guys in irons. Because they were able to see that these guys, like, when they pulled knives, and then the guy screamed when he got an arrow in his foot. That's when they got everyone's attention, and they could clearly see, like, oh, these guys who we don't know were about to shank Group D.
Okay.
Give away toys.
The two Greyblade guards just kind of give a nod to Atarax as they, like, shuffle the three men. Well, two of them are shuffled. The third guy's being dragged because he's still unconscious. You healed him, but he's still unconscious. They're taken away to the brig of the headquarters. Do you guys do anything else?
I literally asked the question, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, Eden asks what
I pick
happened.
up the arrows.
I'm still questioning that myself, Eden.
Oh,
F in
we
the
lost
chat.
someone. F in the chat.
F in the chat.
Hello.
I pick up the arrows and I give them back to Mistral and I say, here you go.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Covered in blood, thanks. An avocado. Thanks.
So yeah, Aiden asks you all what the fuck happened.
Yeah, so
Covered in blood in all the wrong places. Covered in blood.
So here's the thing, Eden. So those guys that we were talking about before, yeah, they tried to try and attack us, but we were real quick, and I shot one of them in the foot. Atarax casted his magical spell, which made them go really, really slow, which made it easy for me to stab him in the foot with my bow and arrow from here. And then Davina tried to not draw attention by thinking that everybody would think that she's trying to heal him by using the other arrow, you know, kind of to torture, but like public torture where nobody knows exactly what's going on. And then she healed him, and then the other guy tried to come back at us. So instead, she stabbed one guy back in the foot and then slashed the other guy in the leg so that he would fall over. I think that's what happened. So yeah, like you really didn't miss much. We were just, you know, it was just a casual like get the guy that's trying to kill us kind of deal. But what happened with you? You took a while to get down here.
That was the most succinct explanation ever, by the way.
Wait, guys,
And I
hold
loved
on. Something's up with Polo.
Polo, are you alive? Is your computer mad you got laid?
Forgot I had to turn on
Might
my
be.
webcam when I
There you
came
go.
back.
Rip.
I thought it just automatically came on for some reason.
Oh, no problem.
No, I did not, sadly. I had a talk with Volthric.
About what?
And
Should we probably move this somewhere more private? It's a little
I think that's a great idea.
busy in here
Wait.
now.
Whose room?
Um,
Because that's literally the only space we have that is private.
we can all
Is
go
there
to
a
my
minute?
room. We can go to my
Upstairs
room.
in the corner.
It's pretty
Yeah, we could
spacious.
go to Mitchell's room.
Yeah, come to my room. Let's go to my room.
Okay.
Fine, I'll join.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, yeah, Polo's there, and Polo's walking. Polo catches up to you guys, though his legs seem to be a little more shaky as he walks with you.
Hair's all messed up.
His hair's all
I
messed
give
up.
Arios a knowing look, and I just put up my hand for a high five.
You know, it's funny from where I'm sitting because you guys have your hands going in the opposite directions
Yeah,
and
me
not
too.
towards each other.
It's like this.
Lol.
There we go.
That
Yeah,
works.
same.
That works.
Yeah, I don't. I just
And,
have to do this,
I'd Polo and be like, fix your hair, bud.
Do you need a cane?
I used the great sword of vengeance.
Just fix your hair.
As you notice, as one of you looks behind, you do see, like far off, leading up to the stool that he sat at, what looks like little indentations in the floor because he had to use the great sword of. Oh, I thought you were using it as like a crutch to like get
Yeah,
to the
that's
stool.
what I was
No.
using it for.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, you see the
Okay.
you see the little indentations in the floor where he was using the sword as a cane to get over to the stool.
Oh.
I look over at Davina and I say, "You're probably not going to want this back."
I mean, it's yours to keep,
God damn.
but you're telling me all about what happened later. Okay, let's go, guys.
Okay, so you all go to Mistral's room. Mistral,
Snap.
would you say that your room has like 24/7? Oh God, why am I blanking?
Stink smell.
Carly, I need your help. What? Oh my God, incense! That's the word I'm thinking
Incense?
Yeah, it's like my room.
Yes.
Does your room have like 24/7 incense?
Yeah, I have like, little spirits consistently replacing them as they burn out.
Okay,
Right on.
roll me a
like mine.
d6. We're gonna check out evens or odds.
Sick.
Okay, so you forgot to open your window last time you were in your room. So when you all open the door, just this massive wall of incense smoke just assaults your faces.
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing. I usually
Evan,
leave
it's you.
my window open. Just. And I like run to open up a window. I'm like, it's fine. Just give it a second.
Everyone who is now entering Mistral's room, your first thought is, "I'm hungry, and I don't know why."
Got any snacks?
Yeah, they're under the bed. I mean, no, I don't have
Snacks.
Snacks. And right now, Davina is thinking, Arios is a snack.
Oh.
Non-canon. That was me.
No, that's true.
It's kinda
We
canon.
all know
It's
that.
kind of canon.
Canon.
It's
It's
canon.
like that much canon.
It's fanfic.
Get Davina and Arya Slade. Get Davina and Arya Slade. Get Davina and Arya Slade.
I look at Arios when we get into the room. So, were you just kidding before, or?
You think Polo has trouble walking?
No comment after that.
Somebody's gonna have problems
No one
walking
else.
later.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna need some laying on hands.
Guys, I just realized I am going to have the time of my life recapping this episode for Lauren when she rejoins us next session.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
Arios didn't answer my question.
She-
So, were you just joking
said that.
before about the date, or were you being serious?
Superhero.
Maybe, just
This feels like the time for a roll.
later.
Arios, roll me a charisma throw.
Oh God. Okay.
Let's hope you have better luck than me, Arias.
That would be a 19.
You feel frickin' brave and on top of the world to answer her question.
Yes,
I want
ma'am.
to be
Drake
touched by an
Slayer.
angel.
I would love that actually.
Thank
Did
you.
you want to
Good
go
night.
to someplace?
Wow. First off, old TV show reference, I appreciate it, and wow.
Wow.
I'd be honored. Did you want to go to some place in the Grey Blades headquarters later? Or
Oh
did you
no
want to
no
go
no no
someplace
no.
outside?
I'm talking someplace outside.
Oh.
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 Okay. We can discuss this
Make
later.
it public.
That sounds lovely.
And
Oh.
so you're
Hashtag get Arios PDA.
Mm-hmm.
Carly's doing that laugh that you can't hear.
Go on, Evan. Sorry.
Okay, so you're all in Mistral's room. It is now properly ventilated, and all the medicinal herb incense smoke is finally vented out of the room. You can actually see a little better.
Guys, welcome to my room. I hope there's plenty of places for you to sit. I hope.
A lot of beanbags.
You beat me by 1 second.
There's a lot of furniture in this room that comes from that brand Love Sack. It's those kinds of beanbags.
It smells like it smells like a Spencer's in
I've
here.
been
I just
needing
want
one
to
of
say.
those
It
for our
smells like
apartment.
Spencer's. Yeah, but it's like high class.
It smells like
Anywho, so you're all finally in a private room, sans Yip, unfortunately.
So, are you gonna tell us what happened?
yeah. it's delayed on my end. You remember when some of us looked to the orb, like looked in within the orb's memories and saw some figures outlined in certain colors?
Uh-huh.
Somehow Volthric was able to do the exact same thing. he and I saw a different figure that first appeared. It was a silvery being, large wings. Those the beings from the other vision, beings from the other vision showed up, but the orange one was gone. It stood next to Orb. And said that it was under its care now. As well as we need to make sure no idol or god hurts friend. And this happened. I take out the orb.
At that very moment, the moment you take out the orb, there's like a poof, and then the orb suddenly just explodes in a ball of fur, and now sitting in the middle of your circle is a tiny cub-sized emerald-furred owlbear in full physical form.
Oh. Can I hug him?
It just kind of looks
Can
around.
I run up and hug him?
It just kind of looks at you all and just goes, "Hi."
Can I go up and hug
just
him?
like sit there and like look at him, just like, oh.
Davine.
Can I wait? No, I'm being serious.
Yeah, you put your hands on it and the fur is real and it's very soft.
Can I just hug him and say, oh my god, I wanted to do this forever?
Oh my god.
Polo, how do you react? You're seeing the orb for the first time in physical form.
He's mine now.
Adorable.
At that moment,
The one that's been carrying the orb.
at that moment,
Can I do a...
At that moment, the owlbear then wrestles itself out of Davina's arms, and then waddles over to Polo, and it just kind of looks at you, tilting its head, and it looks down at the drink in your hand.
You smell different.
It looks down at the drink in your hand, and it just kind of looks over and sniffs it. And then, in just a swift moment, with both of its paws, it grabs the glass out of your hand.
No!
And oop.
And then it does like that thing that bears do where it's like and it's just kind of like rolls onto its back.
Can I snatch it out of its hands? Can I snatch out of its hands and say,
You
excuse
let
me,
that
that is
owlbear
rude.
have his drinky drink.
No, that is rude. I don't care how old, how young, or how adorable. That is rude to snatch things out of people's hands.
You snatch the glass out of the owlbear's hands, and it just looks a little shocked, and then it just kind of like lowers its head.
Ariel just runs over and starts petting him. It's okay.
You have to ask, little one. You can't just take things.
Why don't we ask Daddy Polo?
Daddy Polo.
Daddy Polo.
Daddy Polo.
You can call me Dadarax.
Yeah, down.
You.
So Adarax is gonna have its own line of merchandise now.
Apparently.
At that moment, to join in on the
still want
fun,
this.
Axel then hops out of the bag, hops into the middle of the floor circle that you're all sitting in, and both the Axel and the owlbear are like playing with each other like how two puppies do.
Oh,
Yeah, so that was in the orb's place when we came out of the vision. So we have a hard task on our hands to make sure that none of those beings get a hold of or hurt our friend here.
I would never let anybody hurt him. Say,
He's just
sort of to pry him out of my cold, dead hands if they wanted to hurt him.
My cold dead hand. Any chance I get to quote Heston, I'll take it.
Do it.
So that is new information that I have.
Did he say anything else?
Hang on. Let me look at my personal notes that I took. No, it sucks. Or Jordan.
I say, can I make a religion check based on anything she said?
You can actually. Go right ahead.
Well, I'm sorry. I'd like to cast guidance on myself first. So I'd be like, come on, Ishtar, help me out here.
Bardic inspiration.
Oh.
So you have guidance and bardic inspiration.
Playing some
And
jazz
what
for you.
10?
What?
What is the inspiration die?
What is it, Leah?
Leah, what's the inspiration?
I want to say it's
What's the dice?
8.
Ooh.
D8?
Yep.
Right. Okay. Then a D4. D8. Uh, 18.
You are pretty certain that everything that they have mentioned is nothing that you're familiar with. You do know of the pantheon that rules civilization, Nord, Crom, all those guys. You are pretty confident that whatever Eden is talking about is something completely separate and different.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Notes.
When the rest of the beings showed up, there was a faint feeling of anger towards them. Couldn't pinpoint where it was sourced, but I do know that there is some harboring anger towards those beings.
Shit.
So we need to make sure that if we come across them, we do what we did before and take them out. It's going to be hard fighting more gods. But with the little one by our side and helping us a little bit more, I think we can do it.
Fighting gods, you say?
I have to.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's hard for you.
Let's do it! Chaos will rule!
You can't fight God if you ain't cute.
You can't.
Adarax, if it comes to that, do you think you will be able to do that?
He already did once.
I serve Ishtar, the god of life.
Goddess.
The goddess of life. And I suppose as long as I don't have to fight her, I should be fine, but I don't think I could face her in a battle if it came to it.
That's very valid. So, if that comes to it, I mean, I hate to say this, but I guess we'll try and leave you out of it. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
If it came to that, my job would be to keep you all alive.
With
All right,
that,
there was a baby centipede on my wall. I apologize.
oh, screw that.
Get it? Why
I
are you
like
just saying
killed
that?
No apologizing.
I killed it.
Okay.
That all being said,
No, but
Mistral, you hear a soft knock on the door.
Who is it?
It's Yip.
Okay,
Let him in.
Hurry over to the door, and I like crack it open slowly, looking down the hallway to see if anyone's there.
Yip just
And just
kind of gives
open-
you a weird look, and he just kind of goes, "Are you looking for someone?"
Just come in, and I just open the door enough
Can I do an
for him
insight
to walk
check?
in.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I just, I don't know. Just to make sure. It's a 9. Whatever, forget it.
Yes, Yip is Yip.
Yeah,
Yip,
Yip is there.
I tried, guys. I tried.
Yip is there.
Yip is there, and he is standing in the same room as you.
Yes.
Okay, and I open it up just enough for him to come in, and I'm like, just sit anywhere you'd like.
He gives like a little like polite bow to everyone, and he sits down. He just goes, "I wanted to let you all know that the boy that I've taken to be tended to he is recovering nicely. He's actually expected to awaken soon. They've had to mend what looked like quite a lot of injuries on his body, but he is alive, and he is going to be all right." He kind of notices everyone's... He just kind of looks at everyone. "I do apologize that I had to leave you like that. You all look like you've been through so much. It's only been like an hour since I left you guys." Technically, it has only been an hour since he left you guys, timeline-wise.
Oh,
Is the owlbear still there?
Yes. Yip then go... This is what Yip does.
That leaves me a lot of questions about my stuff today, but whatever.
Yip then just goes, "So I'm thankful that I found you all, and then I just wanted to tell you that..."
Yes. Yes, you are correct.
Yes.
You are correct. Yep.
That is our orb.
He just kind of... He melts down, and he, like, takes a finger and just, like, very gently pokes, like, between... Like, on the forehead between the eyes of the owlbear. The owlbear lets out, like, a little chirp laugh, because it's also part bird, and it just, like, playfully swats at his finger. Like a cat with a little reed.
I was gonna say, can Arios just be sitting there with a string, like teasing Axel and the owlbear?
Yes. You pull out the string. Both Axel and the owlbear are like, "Ho!" and then they just and they just like waddle over to the string, and they're just like trying to bat at it, and they both somehow just end up on their backs, and they're doing this.
Oh my god!
Oh, my heart.
It's like the boys. Like the boys with any string.
This is way too cute.
Yip.
It's like Bubba with string.
Yip still, while appreciating how adorable this is, he just goes, "Okay, how?"
Should Mistral go through the whole explanation again?
No, for the sake of time, we'll cut it
We'll
down.
say I said exactly what I said before to eat it, and then just incorporated the owlbear cub whole incident. And now we're caught up.
Sounds good. Oh man. Yip takes all of this in,
Lord.
and he's like nodding and understanding everything, and he just goes, "So these other figures, it's confirmed. They're after our friend here."
Yes.
I would assume so.
Well,
Very
They are.
scary.
there is something that I think might be of interest to you all. And it's about my student who is resting now. Of all of the injuries that the examiners looked at, there was one that stood apart from everything. And it didn't so much look like a cut or a bruise, it looked more like a very faint brand on him. And then he like pulls out a small piece of parchment, and you see what looks like a circle with a triangle inside. It is not the Deathly Hollows. I don't know what you're all thinking.
There's no lines.
There's no
right?
line.
And it's not AA, right? It's not the
Plus, in the
AA
Deathly
symbol.
Hallow, the circle is inside the triangle.
Yip then just goes, "This was found on his person." And the only words...
I'm sorry, this might be very morbid. Where at on his person?
Oh, on the back of his right shoulder.
Jesus.
Yip then looks at the brand, looks at you. One of the few words he was able to say before he finally was able to fall asleep was, "They've taken everyone."
Ooh.
And that is where
Oh,
we're going to
shit.
end tonight's session here.
Hold on. Did the brand look like this?
No, it's the other way around. It's a circle with a triangle on the inside.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
It
did
looks
not.
like the AA symbol.
It looks like
Specifically, not the Deathly Hollows.
it
But it's not the AA symbol.
It is not Alcoholics Anonymous.
Like that.
I found the best picture.
That's better.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
Is
guys,
it like that or is it upside down?
no, that's perfect. That's
My
it. That's it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining our stream here. Our lovely episode 21. We have now officially fully entered the 20s of the Song of the Wilds.
Yay!
That being said, thank you all for joining us. Congratulations to Josh DeHuman for being our raffle winner. Congratulations to Robin, aka Singing Vamp, for being our newest follower. Our next session...
Yes.
Our next session is most likely going to be next Sunday. We will get that confirmed before we make the announcement. And as a side note, this coming Saturday, be on the lookout for my special extra long one-shot as we play FF15 episode Gladio. Yeah.
Oh my God. I thought we had a question, Izzy.
I was just gonna say, follow the Song of the Wilds official for any updates. Just in case the time changes, we will have it up.
Yeah, Song of the Wilds official on Instagram. All one word, no underscores or periods or anything.
Yep, and if you follow that, there's also a link in the bio for any of our other stuff. So it'll always link you to our stream, and it will always link you to all our merchandise.
That being said,
And make sure that you watch your story during these sessions because I post really funny hashtags that go along with it. Like hashtag we got Pola Lane. Hashtag Datarax. Hashtag
Oh my God,
hashtag massive thickness.
Hashtag sponsor SOTW at Elon Musk.
Message Elon Musk. We need the resources. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We will most likely see you next weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye, guys.